Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another great edition of my Grue Rume Show. For the Grue Rume Show today, I got two awesome guests, and their names are Houston Rhines and Abby Van Andel, and they're in this new movie called Heartland Harmony. I am Rocco Cross. I am the host at Stutters, as you can already tell, and I am the host of the Grue Rume Show. And my interview with these two great people will be coming up very soon. This is my Grue Rume, and as always, welcome to my nightmare and check out this new movie, Heartland Harmony. Right. All right. Welcome to Grue, and thank you both so much for taking time and coming on to talk about your new movie.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Thanks for having us. Yeah, this is gonna be good. We're gonna talk over each other. Thank you for having us. Okay.
There's no need to have both of us here. Just
Yes.
one is
Oh,
fine.
yes, there is. Whoa. She's already trying to kick me off. Starting
I
off
guess
strong.
I guess the first thing I'll start out asking you both is, how did you both find out about this film and get to be the leads?
Abby, go first.
Sure. I had worked with Lana and Jess and Mark on a different film before this one as a smaller supporting role, and I saw the casting notice come out for what was known then as the Green Oak Guardian, now Heartland Harmony, and I was like, wow, this, normally I'm the supporting characters and the best friends and stuff, but I saw the mom lead and I was like, I'm kind of this gal. Like she's like down to earth, living on a farm, chopping wood with her dad. I was like, this is absolutely me. So I just submitted and they sent me sides and I auditioned for it and they invited me onto the team.
Nice.
I guess it's my turn. They actually they reached out to my reps and sent the script and said, we would like Houston to play this part. Does he like it? I read it and I thought I love playing the character. I thought the story was something unique. It was different than kind of sometimes the Lifetime movies we see a little bit. Like there's a little different element with playing an actor, which I guess I know a little bit about. But then, kind of trying to come back to his roots and try to help his image and stuff like that. So I really liked the script and what it kind of talked about.
Nice. And again, this is for you both, of course. And when you're first reading the script and seeing the roles that you're both going to be playing and what kind of film the movie is, because I mean, like with the old name of the film, it kind of sounds like it's going to be a superhero film until you read it and you read there's more to it than that. And what are your first thoughts when you're like looking over the script and looking over your roles?
I thought it was a really smart way to kind of dig into in a independent film way of like what's very hot right now. I mean, we just cannot get enough of the superheroes and stuff. And I thought it was like, that deeper message of, a single man or a single mom just trying to do the best with her family and, overcoming grief. And that takes a different kind of strength and, to kind of go through life without your loved one, your partner, and then, but having also the courage and strength to open up to new people, new experiences, that type of thing. I just thought that it was a really clever way to kind of dig into and tap into like the superhero stuff that's so prevalent these days. I liked it a lot.
Yeah. Well, I think I saw it as I saw more of like a love story, but more of like for a family unit kind of because Abby's family and that they're really strong, and they're a unified front, and I kind of come into that, seeing how that family is, and I saw it that way in a lot of ways, in a story of redemption. And the superhero thing, that element of it, I thought would be interesting for people to see, because we have a lot of fan casting, and when a superhero movie comes out, we hear about a movie coming out, and we say, "Oh my gosh, this guy should play this."
Oh yeah, of course.
But then you see, like, oh well, guess what? The studio doesn't want him. The director doesn't like him. He doesn't get along with this person, and you kind of see that element a little bit. You're like, Robert Downey Jr., when he got Iron Man, like, he really had to fight to get Iron Man. They really weren't going with him, and he had to really go after that role. And
oh wow,
how brilliant they look brilliant for casting him, but they didn't want him at all. They said no freaking way. But he got them to change their minds.
And now he's playing Doom.
yeah. Now they don't want to let him go.
Yeah.
For real. So buckle up for the next 30 years, sir.
Yeah, here's all our money. Come back. Come play all the roles.
I know, right? What I like too about the movie is, like, it's filmed in this little small town. They want to make this big film in this little tiny town. And where did you guys wind up filming at? Like, where was this small town at?
We shot right where the movie takes place. We shot in Carrollton.
Oh, okay. So you really did shoot there? Okay.
We really shot in Carrollton, various places around there. The writer, that's where he's from, and I think we shot a lot of people, like Abby, right? Like, he knew those people since he was a kid. Some of the stores we shot at and stuff like that. Like, he knew everyone. It was truly a small town, but we really brought the production there.
Yeah, and sometimes you really you can really hit the jackpot in those types of situations with a smaller independent film. Like, I don't think they had a film shoot there before. And so we got the real Carrollton school bus. We got the awesome Mustang, I think, that Houston steps out of. That is from the local dealership that said, sure, you can use our car for the day. All those types of, and the locations and stuff, all of those types of fun other production value types of pieces to the puzzle. Sometimes when it's set in a small town like this and filmed there too, everyone is all willing to throw in all of their resources and be so kind and generous, from the catering and from some of the restaurant locations and stuff, and local real people being extras and background actors and stuff. It's really nice.
Oh wow.
That's a good point. Very generous people. We got a lot of production value it would have been so much more money if we shot in LA or wherever, but they were we're grateful that they really helped us out.
And did you both get to go out in town? Did you get to see the different places to eat and stuff?
A little bit. We had some long days, so the places that we stayed were some of the locations and whatnot. So we got to really kind of get into the area that way. But as far as we're done at 11 p.m., let's go get dinner. I think most places were closed.
Well, yeah. At that time, especially the small towns.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. I remember on a day off, I had a day off the next day, and I wanted to have a couple beers, and we drove really far to find a place to sell beer, I guess. I always thought that was interesting, but I saw these. I grew up in Ohio, so I've seen these towns. And Abby, you grew up in Kentucky, right?
In Michigan, actually. I live in Kentucky now.
That's
but
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Same deal. I grew up on a farm town of like 3,000 people.
Oh wow.
Like everyone knows everyone and everywhere type of a thing. So yeah,
Okay.
this felt very at home for me as well, you know, as part of like the character and the casting. I was like, oh yeah, this is very familiar.
Yeah, hey, you were really meant to play that role.
Yeah, exactly.
Right on.
And Houston, like this question is for you. Like you played the role of Grayson, who's like the big movie star. And how did it feel to actually put the costume on and play like the Green Oak Guardian?
Oh, I had fun with that. I was like a little kid, so whatever you did as a kid when you put on like a Batman outfit or the Superman cape, that's what I did. When the camera wasn't rolling, that's what I was doing. I was whipping that cape around.
Yeah.
I was just a giant child with that on. That's pretty much what that was like.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
And Abby, like you played a person who actually drew the green oak guardian, and you created him. But in the movie, like you really don't want a lot of people to know that a woman was the one that actually made him. And what are your thoughts on playing her and playing like the great person she was, like she was able to draw this like really great character for the movie?
Yeah, I love that she was an artist. You know, I'm a performing artist, but I love that, you know, when I was younger, I dabbled in visual arts too. So some of the scenes, it's really awesome. I'm like tracing. They're like, yeah, we're going to get an insert shot. Like, just trace this pencil line with the marker. I'm like, yeah, I got it. Steady hands. But I love that, you know, she changes her mind. I think in the story and in the script, she says, you know, when we first started this comic book, the publisher or whatever thought that it wouldn't sell as well if it was drawn and written by a female. So it's, you know, she's using a pen name and kind of hiding under that. But now that she's got this young daughter looking up to her, and her dad kind of convinces her, and he's like, it's time and things are different now in the world. You should like let the world know. And so I love that they incorporated that as a theme that's very timely as well. Like for right now, it's great.
Oh yeah, definitely. And this is for you both. Like, is there a scene that you both had the most fun filming, the most fun shooting?
Ooh. Ooh.
I liked that training stuff. There's like the training montage, and they set up like hay bales and like things to throw axes at and stuff in the in the yard of where we were staying for the location. And they edited it and cut it all really well. But I was like, you guys are so unathletic right now. Like I can't do it. But I actually did one time. The camera didn't catch it, but I like was able to like throw the axe and it like stuck the target. I'm like, oh my god, I nailed it. Very lucky.
Yeah, that was on the first try.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
But the cameras weren't ready. We had to fake it from then on. I could not replicate it.
I think my favorite scene was when towards the beginning, where we all go to dinner, and I go to dinner with the family. It's adorable little girl in there, and then we had Duffy, who was play her father. And then as we're just talking about Carrollton and the people, all the Carrollton people, the residents, the people living in town, were extras in this restaurant. So it was kind of it was kind of cool to interact with them and, you know, do the scene and then go talk to this person or whatever. And, you know, so they had some of the people come up to my character, and I really liked that scene. I got to interact with a lot of people. So it was really cool.
Oh wow. Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was sweet. Duffy was amazing. The little girl, her name is Charlotte Teal, and she's phenomenal. She's so mature. She reminded me of like a little Fanning, you know, one of the little Fanning girls when she was little. So sharp and like would improv a little bit, ad lib in the scene, and be able to like stick with the characters and what was
Oh my
going on and
God.
stuff. She was great.
Oh yeah, her ad-libbing was great. She's funny.
Oh wow.
Girl, yeah. It was
Yeah.
yeah. Even like physical comedy with the desserts. She just started grabbing a bunch of desserts, and she knew she knew that would be funny.
Yeah.
So she should be a big star. We should be nice to her.
Mhm.
Should,
She's gonna go far.
yeah, we should just keep in touch, make sure she can hire us when she's you know, the next Julia Roberts or something.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, exactly. So do you remember when we were all on this set together?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and you could kind of bring us back now and do another movie. And
Yeah, exactly.
and do you both feel like this film balanced everything so well? Like you have it's funny, but then you have the superhero stuff, and then you have the love too. And do you think that the film balanced everything like really well?
I think so. I think it's a really great, like Houston had mentioned, like it's not really your average love story between two people, because it's really this tight family unit of three generations and kind of coming together with a potential new family member. And so it's really interesting how the grandpa and the kid are kind of maybe, helping and working on the mom for him, and then we get to know this character who we think is like, a Hollywood big shot, but uh, we get to really find out that who that character is and who he can be in this environment. Maybe not, out in LA. Who is he in this place with these people? So yeah, I think it's got a little bit of everything. I like the balance to it.
Nice.
Yeah, I really like the balance. It's there's moments where it's funny, and there's moments where I think the audience can kind of identify with some of the characters. I think it was, as far as the movie star thing, I think it actually shows a lot of times where the environment of being around a director who's a little volatile, being around another actress who might not be the most pleasant person to be around. Like we had that in there. Vernon Wells played the director. Layla Cushman played the other movie star, Hollywood movie star. So you kind of see it in that element. Like, well, sometimes they're misunderstood. It's because the situation kind of pulls them into something like that. And I like the love story, the unit of the family. If you date a single mom, most of the time you have to get approval of the kid. My parents were divorced, and if someone was talking to my mom, oh man, my brothers and I are gonna investigate. My brothers and I be all over that. We're like, who's this guy?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
And, was there any funny or cool stories from the set?
I think the Vernon Wells told me the best stories.
Oh yeah, really?
That guy,
he's been around.
Yeah, he has, and he loves making movies, and that's what I love being around. I love being around other actors and people in general who love making movies, because I do. I love making these movies. They're not my stories to tell, but some of the best times would be just sitting back, listening to Vernon. I'm like, oh man, this guy's cool.
Yeah.
I want to be that cool when I grow up.
Oh yeah, he's been in it for so long. Like, yeah, you're right. We'll, be off to the side when they're setting up the shot and the lights and getting everything kind of ready. And
yeah,
Vernon's always like at the top of his game. He like flies in, does his days, but he's there like all the time. He's like, gets treated appropriately for someone of his caliber for sure, but he's definitely like there in the trenches with us, waiting on things and coming up with ideas and for blocking, or like what can happen in this interaction and that. And his character is hilarious in this. I think it's really funny, and the interaction with Houston's character, just Yeah, very much based off of some probably true horror stories out there in the biz.
I don't think I told you this, Abby, but my brother and his friends, when they were younger, they used to quote some of Vernon's scenes, his action scene, because he'd have a death scene with like Schwarzenegger, and there'd just be great one-liners.
Yeah.
And those movies that they do, those action films, and they used to do that. And like, and I when I told him, like, look, yeah.
Yeah.
Did
they flip out? They're like, oh my God.
He's like that. No, he's like, that's really cool. Because
working with the man.
Definitely. Yeah, he's awesome. Like I mean, he's been in so many different films. Like I love him in Weird Science and everything else that he's done.
Oh my God, yeah. I totally even forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he always played. He's played a lot of tough guys, and he's the nicest man in the world.
Oh yeah, definitely. And like, what about songs? Like, did you both create like a song list for your characters? Like, did you have like certain songs that you both like listening to on set?
I do for some things. I think for me, if it's a project that is a little more, I would say maybe like darker emotions. Honestly, I try to curate that. But for this one, I did, especially on our days off, I was walking all the time around the different properties and stuff. That's how I like to kind of spend my downtime, always listening to music and stuff. But yeah, I don't think I had any particular songs for this one. But I love I think that the score and the soundtrack that they did for this is really nice. Helps a lot with a lot of like the action sequences and stuff. A lot of that, it adds a really great part to it. And some of the flashback things with my character that are more, emotionally touching and stuff. I think that they did a great job with incorporating the music in this piece.
Definitely.
I link a playlist when I play a character, what I think the character would listen to. So what I would listen to at the time. I don't think it wasn't anything out of the ordinary. It was probably a lot of stuff that I listen to normally, but I do make that playlist. So I'll listen to the same stuff, or like, what podcast would this person listen to? Like I'll do that. Like I'll integrate myself into that.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah.
And if you both were out on the town and had to do a karaoke song, what do you think you would sing?
Yes. Abby, what can you sing?
I cannot. I really can't, and it's terrifying. I probably like can a little bit, but it's so scary to me. I will pay money to sit there and like cheer other people on.
Yeah.
But if I have to, if I'm forced, I usually try to go for like, like a big group thing where everyone can just join in and shout, like YMCA or something.
Yes.
Like, don't make me do it alone.
What a great idea, YMCA.
Yeah, and it's something like everyone knows the lyrics to. Like everybody just scream it out. Cover me up.
Exactly. Yes.
I think I lean into rap.
Oh, really?
I'll find something rap. Yeah, because I like rap. I'll lean into something, and most of the time, something that's there's two of us, so I'm not up there by myself. But there's some Eminem I'll lean into.
Okay.
I might have posted some Eminem, me rapping Eminem at like karaoke bars. I might have. I'm thinking about that. There might be clips out there.
Wow. Nice.
So I try to switch it up because I don't want to just do Eminem, but I will lean towards rap so that I don't have to sing. And
that's impressive.
It is.
Oh, thank you.
Eminem, that's pretty. Usually, this is pretty complex.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow. Try again.
Yes. And do you both have a superhero and villain that you both like the most?
Oh, That is, listen, I am into comic books. I love all that stuff. That's like, oh, you gotta give me a second, because that's like picking a favorite kid. You know what I mean? That's like, these are my babies. Like, oh man. Like I love the Green Lantern world.
Yeah.
I dressed up as Black Mask for Halloween.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
that was a good one. Wow, yeah, it's like picking a favorite kid. I read a lot of them. Yeah.
Okay.
I grew up with the X-Men cartoon being really popular. So like
I
those
love it.
original ones, I think I really, really liked Rogue. I thought she was pretty complex.
Oh, yeah.
I anyone that could fly, yeah, absolutely. And then the fact that like, she has to wear those gloves and she can't like touch anyone or like it's pretty complicated. That's pretty complicated for a little 7 or 8 year old to be like, yes, I identify with that one.
X-Men cartoon. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Yeah. I watched that too. With they made new ones of the X-Men cartoon.
I know. I saw that.
I
Yeah.
was all over that one too. That was great.
And I always ask my guests this when they're on because I'm a big horror fan. Are there any horror movies that you both like?
I'm scared. I'm scared as hell. I'm a scaredy cat. And it's weird because you're like, woman, you're in the business. Come on. And I know that. So most things I can like, okay, that's an effect. That's not real. I'm ready for a jump scare about now. But then I go to sleep and I have nightmares. I can't control the subconscious.
True. True.
I like the Insidious franchise.
Yeah. Oh my God, those are so good.
And we were just speaking about Halloween. I think 2 Halloweens ago or something. I dressed up as Parker Crane.
Yes.
Crane from it. Yeah. So that was an interesting costume choice, but I always felt I have to explain it. So Abby, I have to explain the character to you. There's this woman in black, the bride in black, who's haunting a character in it. In the second one, we find out that it was a man.
Mm-hmm.
That his mother wanted a girl and dressed him up as a girl.
Oh wow!
And here's the bride in black. So even though I was the bride in black, it was a man. So
that's awesome.
And I'm not the smallest guy in the world, So when I would show up at a party in this giant black wedding dress, it was quite the shock.
Where'd you find the costume?
It's on my Instagram. I think I just looked up online.
Oh yeah.
I did all my shopping online. I grab something here, grab something there.
Yeah.
I put it on my Instagram.
I'll find it.
It's interesting. It's creepy
That's
too.
An awesome costume.
Thank you. I definitely went for it. When I said I was going to do it, no one believed me I would do it. And I'm doing it.
Nice.
I'm committed.
Commit to the bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Yeah. And I guess the last question I'll ask you both is, where could fans follow you to at?
Mine is I'm on Instagram at my name, Abby Van Andel. Keeping it pretty simple. I think I'm the only one out there because my name is pretty interesting. I think you could find me. And I usually post of what I'm up to, what's up next for me on there.
Yeah, it's the same for me at Houston Rhines on all the socials. I am the only Houston Rhines, I believe. It'd be wild if I find another one now.
Yeah, they're gonna be messaging you.
Yeah, right, exactly.
It would be like that Dark Matter. Where there's a bunch of alternate universe versions of them, and pretty soon there's like thousands of them in the same world. It'll be like that.
Yep.
So we'll all be in a chat room together. It'd be great. I'll probably get chores done quicker. It's actually a good thing. We get chores done around the house. This house will be clean.
Yeah. Like multiplicity, like from back in the
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, definitely.
Send versions of myself out there. But yeah, no, it's at Houston Rhines.
Well, thank you both so much for coming on and doing this. It was really fun chatting. thank you both again for doing the show.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you for having us. It was
definitely,
fun.
definitely. Well, have a really great day or night. I don't know what time it is there, so have a great whatever.
I will have a great whatever.
I'll have what he's having.
Oh,
Great.
Okay.
all right. Thank you. See you guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.